Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the SSU Masters in Cooking, the only course at Swinburne which takes minimal effort and gives you tasty food at the end. Today we have a nice recipe from Renee, Mini Quiches. They look pretty simple to make, which I'm a fan of. They look pretty tasty as well, and there's plenty of variety, a couple of different ingredients we can try, so I'll be trying out a couple of different variations. Let's get started. The ingredients for today's recipe are very simple. We just need 6 eggs, 6 cherry tomatoes, a can of corn kernels, half of an onion, red or brown, and a spring onion. We can also add in a couple of extra ingredients to add some extra taste. Over here I've got a capsicum and some bacon, and we'll try a couple of different variations to see just how versatile this recipe is. You'll need an oven for this recipe, and if you're like me, you may not have a proper inbuilt one in your apartment. If that's the case, I can't recommend one of these enough. Here's just a little stovetop oven from Kmart that I got for about $50 a few years ago. Does the job perfectly whether you want a proper meal or just some meat pies with the footy. One of my friends once said that he looks a bit like R2-D2 from Star Wars. I can kind of say that a resemblance, but he looks a bit more like a terrifying Teletubby to me. Regardless though, it does the job. You'll want to start by preheating your oven to 180 degrees, and then we can get started on chopping up some ingredients.
We will chop up all of our ingredients except for the eggs, which we'll crack open. Also, we've got to grate some cheese.
Cooking can be great fun, but it can also be a great pain if you grate yourself. Always be careful in the kitchen when handling sharp objects, especially cheese graters. It is one of the most dangerous activities you can undertake, and always make sure you have a friend or family member there to support you. Also remember that when it comes to cooking, no protective measure is too extreme. No matter what, consider the kitchen as a workplace and consider proper protective gear when cutting cheese.
We'll now get our eggs ready by adding a dash of milk and getting down to some whiskey business. We'll also start getting our muffin tray ready by adding in the base ingredients and also chucking in some capsicum and bacon. I'm pretty keen to see how this is going to turn out, especially with the variations in ingredients.
With that done, we can chuck our mini quiches into good old R2-D2 over here, and the rest is up to him. We'll leave them there for 20 minutes and see how it turns out. Our mini quiches are smelling great. We'll leave them here for a few minutes to cool down a bit, and then we'll tuck in and see how I went. Now that they've cooled down a bit, I've got to say they smell absolutely fantastic out of the pan. The capsicum in the middle one particularly stands out. From the left to the right, we've just got the plain base recipe. In the middle, we've got the base just with some capsicum added, and on the right, capsicum and bacon. I've tried a bit of each, and they are just simply great. It's a great quick meal for any student to cook up, takes minimal ingredients, and it's very cheap to make. I recommend trying this one out. And an absolutely massive thumbs up to Renee for submitting this one. It's fantastic. Thanks again for tuning in to the SSU Masters in Cooking. I'm going to enjoy a nice dinner of mini quiches now. Hopefully you're all keeping safe, and I hope your exams and your assessments are all going well. I'll catch you again soon.